Hello and welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 1st of June for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. I'd also like to tell you about a new development. Over the last month on YouTube, I've been doing a daily astrology and spirituality show with my wife. This is proving great fun, really popular. You can get your free daily horoscope there every single day, but also I explain a flavour of what the stars hold for that particular day in general, and at least it gives a more spiritual perspective. And it would be great to have you along. So please see the link beneath this video. Now this week is a lot about relationships because the Sun is combining with Venus. Venus continues to rotate backwards, so that's asking us to be a bit more introspective. Now obviously the sign of Gemini that they're both in is a quick moving, fleeting, kind of chatty, flirty connection. And I think we're generally seeing a bit more of an opening up going on from the lockdown, which everyone is feeling quite relieved about. But I think there are some cautionary notes because Mars, the planet of drive, but also of impulse, is hidden away in the 12th zodiac sign of Pisces and is squaring up to both the Sun and Venus for pretty well the whole of this week. So something could get blurted out this week inadvertently. Perhaps a love secret will be revealed. Perhaps a secret admirer will come to the fore. And of course, we also have a lunar eclipse, which emerges on Friday in the sign of Sagittarius. But that's also going to be feeding into the right angle that the Sun and Venus have with Mars. So it's an interesting eclipse, this, and it's going to provide a backdrop of energy for the next 6 months, suggesting that there can be revelations. And these revelations are going to pick up next week, the second week of June, as Neptune merges with Mars, and the potential for some stories to leak out into the open, certainly around public figures, I think is definitely going to be heightened. But this week also sees Mercury in the sign of Cancer. What does that mean? Well, Mercury is about thinking, it's about our memory, it's also about our intellect, it's also about our desire to express ourselves. And in the sign of Cancer, which is cardinal, a leadership sign, it can give us an impulse to think about how we can structure our lives to protect our situation, because Cancer energy is governed by the moon. And it's also linking very positively with Uranus. So if we can be innovative, but particularly around our home spaces, I think that can be helpful. But it also has to be said that Mercury in Cancer is perhaps not its easiest transit because of the emotion of the moon. The logic of Mercury is in some ways weakened. But if you do want to write anything that's sharing your feelings, particularly around a relationship or some poetry, or you're involved in writing some kind of document that is linked to management in some way, particularly management of people, I think you could do so with aplomb. But in general this week, I think we have to be aware that there is the potential for a lot of thinking, a lot of chatting around relationships, but there can be some surprises threaded into this too. Your specific forecast, Taurus, shows your gorgeous ruler Venus continuing to retrace her steps in a conjunction with the Sun. This can give you a supreme appreciation of the good things in life. Now, if you like a bit of lush and luxury, then maybe you'll be tempted to splash out on something. Or if you're someone who just loves to get close to nature or grow your own veg, you can get much more earthy about it all. But you know, Mars is also proven to be a bit of an aggravant this week. Could push you to be a bit more impulsive about splashing out. If you can afford it and it cheers you up, why not? But equally, you could find some kind of divergence between you and someone you're fond of based on a difference of your values. So when I say your values, I mean both of you. perhaps you're beginning to see that they don't see things quite the same way as you. And all this can come up to the ball on the back of the lunar eclipse, which occurs on Friday and is going to be embracing in a square, a 10th square, the energies of Mars. And that's saying to you, over the next 6 months, where you are most invested, be it emotionally, be it around intimacy, be it around finance, be it around a business situation, you have to be clear that the person or people or plan that you have is workable for the longer term. Because if it's not, this could see you steering off in a direction which is not actually going to enrich you in the way you hope. Now, fortunately, Mercury and Uranus in your sign are giving you a very nimble mindset this week. And that can help to counter the more indulgent side of this week's influences, give you a bit of clarity, detachment. Yes, even with Mercury in Cancer, I think it will just see you thinking really quite speedily. And this could give you some ideas about how you can flex to improve your financial situation, but not risk the house, so to speak, on any ideas you have. It's not the time to be too risk-taking. Thank you so much for having joined me. If you'd like to ascend beyond your zodiac sign and embrace real astrology, please see the link beneath this video for my personal astrology reports, which are very affordable. There is an offer for 30% off, which will give you huge insights into what really makes you tick and also your prospects for the next year. Or you can choose to have a one-to-one with me. And if you want to find out what I'm about, please see the testimonials beneath this video. But for now, do take care, stay safe, and goodbye.